Hello, you're watching AGBI, and today we are at the Make It in the Emirates Forum, and with me right now we have Ashish Koshy. Thank you so much for joining us, Ashish.
Thank you for having me.
We're having this conversation at a very timely moment, considering a couple of weeks back the UAE government announced that 50%, half of its operations are going to be run by AI agents. It looks like a massive number, right? Half of all operations within 2 years. Do you think it can realistically be achieved?
I think 200%. I think it can be achieved with the technology that we have right now. Today we just launched a solution called Inception Claw. It's specifically for supporting the governments and the enterprises on this to having agentic AI employees, more than a chatbot, but actually understanding your intent and taking information into execution.
With agentic AI doing functions like visa, etc., there's the governance elements that comes into question as well, right? How do we address that with AI agents making these decisions about people's day-to-day lives?
So our thesis is it's AI native at inception, but human-led. Right. So yes, the repetitive, busy, high-frequency jobs can be AI-centric and from an automation perspective, but clearly there has to be a human who puts the guardrails. What are the rules? Is there trust? Is there hallucinations? Put a thumbs up, thumbs down on the outputs that are coming.
Let's talk about the last 2 months as well, right? I mean, it has been a crisis that not just the region, but the entire world is kind of facing right now. How has that impacted the global AI race, but more importantly, the UAE's AI race?
So I wouldn't call it a race, at least in my definition. I think of being self-sufficient, of driving sovereignty, I think that has become on sort of fast-track mode. Okay. Because supply chains are being choked, you see prices going up. I think self-sufficient, resilient is an essential thesis that I see that is happening here in the UAE.
We have seen initiatives emerge from here, be it K2Think, JACE, the LLM, etc. And it seems like it's more of a it's a statement as well in terms of what we are able to own, JACE being the Arabic language LLM. The soft power aspect of it, can we talk about that?
Sure. I mean, a little bit of brand placement. JACE is built by Inception.
Yeah.
So together in partnership with MBZ UAI. I don't think it's just pure statement. I think eventually, as organizations get more mature, a country needs to be model agnostic, a country needs to be agent agnostic, a country needs to be hardware agnostic, a country needs to be human capital agnostic. In that journey, there are multiple deployment scenarios. One, maybe you would need an air-gapped environment. You would want an open source model that's built in the country, and that's where K2Think, JACE plays along. You take JACE, for example, when you run Arabic and you see the Arabic that's coming from frontier models, it's missing the nuances, it's missing the cultural context. That there is a market for that, and it's two different use cases. So that journey continues, not to fast track the journey towards sovereign, but it's on a use case to use case basis on what is the immediate impact for a CFO to apply it, or for a government for decision making.
And how competitive would you say these models are compared to the models that we have globally?
See, I think eventually, when I say eventually, I think twice before saying that, eventually models will be a commodity. I think the role where Inception wants to play is in the orchestration. That's where all our products are. We have a product called Catalyst, which is on the orchestration of these models. So you as an organization, you would contract Inception as a company, you're focused on the outcome. You wouldn't be concerned which model is generating that outcome as long as the outcome is as per your specification. Right. So the model agnosticity is an essential part. If there is a push for sovereign, obviously we should use JACE, K2Think, and the other local models here. But if there's a push to a more outcome-based where you want to use a generic frontier models, it is up to the customers.
Another thing that has happened is it's exposed redundancy risks, right? We saw with the AWS attacks, a lot of the systems were disrupted as a result of it. Has this also sort of accelerated that push into looking at diverse sources of suppliers for AI natives, for digital companies, etc.?
Absolutely, I think that's a valid point, and clearly business continuity, data residency being stored in different places is an essential point that is coming out of the couple of months of exercise of impact that's happening. As G42, we have diversified our portfolio not just in data centers but also in data storage, and we are poised to support all missions that both in the government side or the enterprise side.
What are the biggest challenges you foresee, Ashish, within the coming months now, right? Is it compute capacity? Is it energy? Is it costs of operation itself in terms of achieving the ambition that the UAE has set out?
Multiple factors, different point in time. Right now, we want to get the right human capital here into the country to work on some of the ambitious initiatives. Right now, we see there's a little bit of, based on what's happening around the region, people are thinking twice. So we are coming up with different modes of work to work remotely to support us. So I'm talking about what is an immediate need for me. I think the human capital need is an immediate concern for us.
Yeah.
Compute, I don't think so. We have Stargate up and running soon enough in 2026. That should have enough compute for not just the UAE but also the global south. So personally, I'm not worried on that. My biggest worry within the UAE is a point that I want to double down, and I've already answered, is AI adoption should be a little bit more culture friendly towards using AI for the right things. There's many initiatives where there's buy-in at the top by the CEO and the chairman. But there's something called death by pilots in the middle team where people want to kill it because they feel this is going to take their job, but it is not. It is about augmenting their workflow.